Chris Jurgensen. So we're going to get back into composition here. Remember, I'm doing this composition workout series, and we've been away from it for a while. But if you recall in the previous lessons, we worked on chord voicings, diatonic harmony, secondary dominance, and borrowed chords, right? So I thought that I would start getting into some like examples of really well-written songs, in my opinion, okay, regardless of the style. So in this lesson, we'll be talking about Let's Stay Together, which is just a beautifully written song performed by soul artist Al Green. And there's really a lot of interesting points with the song, and I think it gives a lot of people a good insight on how you can compose music using a few simple tools. And so let's get into it. Anyway, so when we look at the song, it's, besides the intro, it's got F major, D minor 9, B flat, and then B flat minor 9 over D flat, right, with a D flat bass note. So let's think about that a little bit. Now, why do you think it goes from a triad to a minor 9 chord, F major to D minor 9? And also, what key do you think this is in? I mean, we can look at it and try to figure out what the key is, right? And it's easy, right? Because this is just the key of F. F is the 1 chord. D minor would be the 6 chord. B flat would be the 4 chord. To that point, it's just like Stand By Me or anything else, right? And then it goes to that B flat minor 9 chord, right? Now, what is that? Well, if you're looking at the palette that we do when we sort of look at music like this, we analyze music, either you have it in your head or you have it on paper. That B flat minor 9 chord is a borrowed chord from F minor, okay? So it's a borrowed chord, and it's a very common borrowed chord. Maybe it's the most common one. Why do you think it goes from F major to D minor 9? How come they're not all triads, or they're not all ninth chords or something? Why do you think? Well, you have to look at the melody, and that's where the trick is with good composition. So look, F, that's a 3-2-1 melody. It's as simple as it gets. I'm so in love. See, melody note is the 9th here, and that's that's an upper extension. So all of a sudden it gives us a jazz sound. Love with you. 9th, 7th of the chord, right? So it goes through the 3-2-1 to the 9 and the flat 7. So, right? I'm so in love with you. Beautiful. And then it goes to a B flat chord. Whatever you want to do. 3-1. Whatever you want to do. Simple again, right? It's a triad, and it's a 3 and a root, 3rd and a root. Then it goes, it's all right with me. And look at that. That's the 9th again. So you see, if there's one thing, if you had to describe the song, you'd say it's a song that, the melody notes, there's a lot of 9ths. And that gives it more of like a modern jazz kind of sound, even though it's soul. It's not like a swinging, like a jazz song at all. Okay? I'm so in love with you. Whatever you want to do, it's all right with me. Okay, so the next question here is that look at that B minor 9 chord. It has a D flat bass. Now, why do you think that is? That's could just be the 3rd of the chord as the bass, right? And you don't have to worry about it. I would just play minor 9. The bass player will take care of that D flat note. Right, it's not really convenient for us to play it. But I think it's perfectly fine to think of this as the minor 4 chord, B flat minor 9 over D flat. But sometimes it's helpful to see what that chord might be. Like maybe that D flat note is really the root of the chord, right? In that case, it's like a D flat major 13 or something. That's kind of crazy. But either way, that would be the flat 6 in this key. Another same thing, a borrowed chord from minor, right? So it works out the same way either way you look at it. But it's a pretty ingenious kind of sound when you think about it. And then it continues on. So what happens next? Well, let's skip to the chorus, and that has again the ninth, right? So I want to stay together, loving you whether times are good or bad, happy or sad. So and then there's a little instrumental part in the middle, right, with the strings. And again, it's the ninth. It's so this sound is sort of a big, fat, gorgeous sound, like similar in a way to like Marvin Gaye's "What's Going On," where a lot of the melody notes are upper extensions of the chords, and it gives it a super modern, I don't know, melancholy kind of flair that it's a joy to listen to, right? So check the song out, and like look at the melody notes throughout the song and see what you can figure out. All right, so it's important to remember here that the 1 chord is for the A section. It's a 1 chord, a 6 chord, and a 4 chord, right? And then it goes to a minor 4 chord, which comes from F minor, the parallel minor, right? So it's fun to play over. It's solo over because you're going to play F major over the 1, 6, and the 4. And then remember that B flat minor 9 chords come from F minor. So then you're going to go to F minor. You could maybe get away with playing a B flat minor pentatonic scale, but it's coming from F minor anyways, right? So F minor is a pretty good choice. Remember, either the 7-note versions or the pentatonic versions of those scales are great choices, all right? So I'm just going to jam out a little bit over the chord progression and, see what I can come up with, okay? kinds of songs that I think are great in future episodes. Okay, and remember, we really get good at composing by like learning other people's uh, compositions and trying to figure out like what tricks they did to make the songs really good. Okay, all right. See you in the next one. Goodbye.